from the Free Speech Union, a member of the team there, Jillaine Heather. Jillaine, kia ora. Thanks for your time today.
Kia ora, Andrew. Thanks for having us on and for making some space for this conversation.
Now, this is, I think this is a fun conversation because the gatekeeper, Internet New Zealand, are very concerned about some of the stuff that's happening on the internet, and that's kind of their job. And I know Free Speech Union was very concerned about some of the proposed clampdowns and restrictions to free speech in that place. But there's an opportunity, actually, for the Free Speech Union to have an inside say in Internet New Zealand because of some of the rules around their structure and who's on their board, right?
Absolutely, and you have got to the heart of that, Andrew. Not surprisingly, Internet New Zealand it's a critical organisation to manage the digital infrastructure of all on behalf of all New Zealanders.
Yeah.
We think Internet New Zealand should keep to their core role of managing the internet, their core technical role, and keeping it open for New Zealanders, and not drift into content moderation.
Yeah.
That should be left to the legal laws, etc. We want the Kiwis, we want the rights of Kiwis to participate online, irregardless or irrespective of whether they have unpopular or controversial views. Internet New Zealand should not be the moderator here. They should uphold the internet technically.
And the internet is that space where there can be a free exchange of ideas, not to say that there's not rabbit holes and echo chambers and all sorts of things like that. But the problem is if we have a particular group with a particular ideology who are the gatekeepers there, you can say what you like as long as you have a certain view on the Treaty of Waitangi or a certain view on gender ideology. These people are allowed free speech and these people aren't. That's where it starts to get a bit sticky.
Those were exactly our concerns. We want to preserve this as the internet as an ideologically neutral space.
Yep.
And so to that end, there are 2 seats on the board for Internet New Zealand, and we have 2 candidates standing. We believe in this so much that they are members of the Free Speech Union, Jonathan Aileen, our CEO, plus Douglas Brown. He serves on our council. He's a Canterbury-based lawyer, and they are both committed to defending an open internet and resisting any attempts for Internet New Zealand to move into content moderation.
As if Jonathan Ailing doesn't have enough to be getting on with, honestly. But actually, if you're going to have somebody make sure that there's free speech on the internet, then he's a pretty good guy to put at the top of the list. Having said that,
that's exactly it. That's how much we believe in it. Is that we're putting forward one of the biggest proponents and the biggest profiles for free speech on the internet. Free speech means nothing these days if it doesn't include online speech, right?
Yeah.
It's the virtual public square, the virtual marketplace. So it's such an important space to keep ideologically neutral.
So what will this mean? Now, it's not a given, although I like your odds, honestly. But what will this mean to have Free Speech Union representatives on this board?
It would mean, well, it's part of civic engagement, but it will also mean that literally free speech has a voice at the governance table, which it should be. The internet is for all Kiwis to participate in, and we aren't doing this on a lark. We are concerned about ideological inroads. We are concerned that it won't be a neutral space for all Kiwis to participate. So this means that they can get on the board, they can participate with the other board members, they can keep it transparent, democratic, and hold the space for free speech, hold a open discourse and an open internet for all Kiwis to participate in.
What's the next steps on this one? What's the process, I suppose, between now and the selection of candidates?
Exactly. Well, the voting opens today. So if you're an eligible INZ Internet member, voting member, you should vote today. You should go and look at the candidates. And if free speech, if keeping an open internet is important to you, if not letting Internet New Zealand go into content moderation is important, then I would absolutely cast the vote for our representatives, Jonathan and Douglas.
Yep.
Otherwise, join the Free Speech Union. We don't have, unfortunately, we don't have any shortage of fights in the censorship area.
I understand that Internet New Zealand's had a bit of a membership drive recently, thanks to the Free Speech Union. Some people would say, oh, it sounds a little bit like ballot stuffing, doesn't it? To have all of these free speech advocates join the Internet New Zealand group. I mean, it's an open society. Anyone can join. But yeah, perhaps a little bit of pushback on that one, because it would be perhaps unfair to have an organisation as important as this to be dominated by a particular ideology, even if that ideology is free speech. Is this disproportionate representation in terms of the balance of our society? What's your comments?
Yeah, I think this is actually just good civil engagement. If people really want to hold the space, I'm not advocating for a specific content or a specific position. We're holding a neutral space for all Kiwis to participate in. So I think it's good grassroots civil engagement, and I honestly think it's disingenuous to call it a hostile takeover. Engage with us in good faith. That's what free speech is all about.
Well, hey, I'm sure the process will go well. And as you say, if people are a member of Internet New Zealand, voting opens today. If they'd like to find out more about this process or connect with what the Free Speech Union is doing, fsu.nz. Jillaine, thanks for what you do. Thanks for joining us today.
Andrew, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us in the Rhema studio. Thanks very much for watching the interview. It's kind of nice to have an audience, actually. And if you did like what you watched, then do give us a like, do give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more interviews like that one, or perhaps even better, subscribe and those interviews will come straight to you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.